till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Think, Serval, think. Hey, if you were to write a song about the Express, what would you name it? Not quite my taste. High speed doesn't quite do the Express justice. Anyway, thanks for the suggestions. They all have something about them. I'll have to think about it.
The last time I was out in the field, there was a crying child. I'd seen him before many times at the clinic. He'd heard all my usual stories. But that day, no matter what I said to him, he wouldn't listen. So I told him about the Express, and eventually he stopped crying and started asking so many questions. Can you see the Express in Boulder Town? Why does it fly in the sky? Who's the conductor? Actually, I didn't need any answers. He made them all up himself. The stars exploded, and the Express has to go everywhere to pick up all the pieces, and that's why it flies up in the sky. The Express has lots of Express friends, and it wants to find them and play together. Imagination is the source of all existence. Children need only their imagination to understand the Express. The next time I'm back in Belobog, I'll tell them I boarded the Express. And I'm sure they'll give me 100 different explanations of how it happened.
Till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see.
First you go a-searching, then you go a-running, searching, running, jump, jump, jump. What should I buy?
Thought I might be relieved of my guiding duties once the Divination Commission affair was over. Who would have thought the General would take such a liking to you? I suppose I must accompany you further. Fate can be so unpredictable. You have quite the sense of humor, benefactors. I've encountered more trouble with you than I have with the merchant fleet in 10 years. I just hope everything is smooth sailing from now on. Please look after me. I understand. The LeFou is in danger, and members of the Sixth Commission should stand united. You did save my life at Cloudford. Consider this my returning the favor. The General said there are traitors aboard the ship, but only someone from the Six Commissions could bring the Stellaron into the Xianzhou undetected, let alone plant it within the Ambrosial Arbor. I am saying nothing of the sort. Just raising a doubt, that's all. Please be careful, benefactors. You want to leave straight away? Let me pack some things. I'll be right there.
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor Seal. I'd like you to investigate these places. It is an ancient artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou Luofu by Yaoshe, the Eon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will. The ancestors of the Luofu people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species.
Oh, sounds like an amazing treasure.
Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come. As outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Xianzhou. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, before the Xianzhou took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Xianzhou people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence, or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Did he succeed?
Yes, and no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yaoshe's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Xianzhou people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end. Right?
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the Luofu, for example. Immortality seemed like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts. After paying the price with blood and tears, the Luofu people finally understood that immortality is not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal. In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yaoshe's blessings repeatedly attacked the Xianzhou in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Countless atrocities were committed as a result. Many Xianzhou comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Xianzhou alliance you see today would never have existed. At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about? Thousands of years have passed since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Xianzhou regard the arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin. Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment Even if one travels toward the ambrosial arbor, one will never reach it. Someone brought a Stellaron into the Xianzhou and planted it among the roots of the ambrosial arbor. They wish to resurrect it and achieve their hidden goal through external aggression. In my opinion, the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives. I have asked Fu Shen to open a shortcut to the Divination Commission for you.
Ooh, that was scary. I was having a snack in the repository when the ambrosial arbor started to grow. The trunk suddenly shot right up into the sky. So, the legends were right all along. Such is life, full of surprises. That's why you gotta seize any opportunity to take a break. Who knows when trouble will come knocking at your door? It'll be fine. Even if the sky collapses, we have the Master Diviner with us to hold it up. Oh, and now we have the General here too. What do subordinates like us have to panic about? Let the big shots worry about the big events. That's the secret to happiness. She did. She saw me on her way over. She told me to go to the repository and read up on anything related to the ambrosial arbor. A simple task like that is only 15 minutes work for me. I heard people say even the General has to watch his manners when asking you for help. Pretty impressive. I don't have much to offer you. Here, take this book. It's the thought that counts. I was gonna wait for the Master Diviner to get off work so I could show you around and teach Mr. Yang how to play Celestial Jade.
Your kindness is much appreciated, Miss Qingque. As for Celestial Jade, we'll have to leave it for next time.
I know, you've got an important task ahead. Sorry to keep you. Priorities are priorities. Well then, get back safely. Remember to come find me in Exalting Sanctum. A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right. The ambrosial arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define. I had long anticipated it. Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here? Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the ambrosial arbor. From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the ambrosial arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spirits may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you. Wait! Master Diviner! Can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for? No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly. Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
What's the delay? If you're worried about the road ahead, I've already told you. The hexagram indicates an auspicious result. Don't believe me? Fine. Fate is fickle. Better to believe in yourself than look to the sky.
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, Marge, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
It's no ordinary tree. The branches felt tough as metal. Yuncha, have you ever seen material like that before?
What if I have? You gonna go get a sample for me?
I was thinking about it, yeah. Isn't it just an ornamental tree?
Have you ever seen an ornamental tree move? Have you ever seen one bore through the ground like that, eh?
So what if it moves? I just need to run over and saw off a sample. It can't grow faster than I can run, right?
Sure, go ahead. Here's a crowbar and a saw. Don't say I didn't warn you when the Cloud Knights have to scrape you off the walls.
Well, I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately. Yuncha, you're the most agile person on the materials team when it comes to operational efficiency.
Under the weather, huh? How convenient. As for me, I'd rather stay alive, thanks.
As expected, the divination was correct. If I hadn't repaired the shifting screen today, we'd have all been trapped. We'd be fertilizer by now. Still, The teleportation range wasn't enough.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists. Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes, miss.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there. Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there. There's been some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project. When the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
We didn't have time. We were scrambling for our lives. If I had an extra pair of arms, maybe I could have tried. I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized, he'd already vanished. Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens to him.
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course. Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
mercy.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Lance forward! A sharp scythe needs targets.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Leave from whence you came, or soon be dead. Dead. Stay away. If you come any further, I'll not spare you.
Hold on. Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me. Just passing by. Stumbled in. Door wide open. Within commission grounds today was sown. An evil spun by hands unseen, unknown.
It's time.
No longer. If the security mechanisms didn't teach us, these robots will.
I'll end your misery.
Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
How do you know my name, child? Does the reputation of Gongshu Liang, the smelter extraordinaire, precede one?
This guy's pretty deluded for a master.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the Creation Furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace. I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis. Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come on, through here. Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen wouldn't understand. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskiff soon shall woe betide!
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant by now.
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but through earth and air, the wretched branches boiled. The shifting screen entangled thence and coiled. Hold on! Have some faith in me. The Commission is more than a match for Mother Nature. Ah! Oh, piteous tree, who think thyself so strong, your match and more in strength to meet ere long. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Illumination Chest. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to deal with the tree demon. And then... ignite! Fire beats wood! There's no way we can lose! Very good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. You're much better than my useless students. What's happening? Is the delve collapsing? Seems like it worked. That tree demon must be writhing in pain. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the branches grow back.
Looks good.
Look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
They've encoiled the Artisanship Commission's most precious invention, the creation furnace! Help me, dear young friends! Let's hack them away together! We can't let the roots punch through the furnace!
Careful, it's changing.
Whoa! What kind of monster is this?
Miraculous! It creates life at will! Such incredible power! Great.
Follow my charge. Time for Radiant Spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
All better now?
1,000
Lance
thanks.
at the ready. Indestructible.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Conflict is pitiless.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it.
Don't mess with me!
There's no time to listen.
Nap time.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
What a headache!
Look at the deer's feet. There are more roots coming up.
Here is thunder! Time for the master stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
No matter how much damage we do, it just heals itself. Not fair.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
No wonder the Xianzhou is so scared of the abominations of abundance. They're unstoppable. Miss Ting Yun, are the long-life species on the Xianzhou all like this?
I'm afraid this ebon deer was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living creatures on the Xianzhou don't have abilities like this.
Huh. As long as it's there, we can't get any closer.
I wonder... The ebon deer seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Are you listening to Mr. Yang?
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find anything. I don't think we're in a position to take down this deer until we've dealt with its regenerative abilities.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission, The Artisan Ship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Nap time.
Here is thunder.
Who's next?
Young friends, I have a suggestion. Why don't we head that?
Any thoughts, Master Gongshu?
When the deer revives, the surrounding roots glow brightly.
Oh, great observation, Mr. Gongshu. It's amazing what you notice when you're not fighting.
I'm only an artisan, after all. My skills in clash of swords shall find no sake. Yet that which clasheth needeth hands to make. As Mr. Yang said, the deer monster is likely drawing power from somewhere in order to replenish itself. I'm certain that when the arbor glows, we are witnessing that very process. Precisely. You remember how we untangled the shifting screen with fire?
You're right. Those roots never grew back.
Not only that, its reaction suggested we'd hurt it. Perhaps that's our starting point.
Take hold of your weapons, young comrades. Let's raze these roots to the ground!
Noise.
See? My theory was correct! Keep going!
Great. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Naughty child. That's better.
1,000 thanks. Show no mercy.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
What a headache. Who's next?
Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork.
Here is thunder. Battles are chess games. No two are alike. Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of worldly strife.
I don't think we're in a position to take down this deer until we've dealt with its regenerative abilities.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of worldly strife. Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of worldly strife.
So you are afraid of me.
Conflict is pitiless!
Time for a shot.
Don't mess with me.
Here is thunder!
Nap time.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless!
Not each other.
It's time.
A diamond in the rough.
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Battles are chess games.
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Not a scratch.
So, when faced with an army, bide your time and time your attack.
Quick! There's more routes over here!
Give me a moment. I'll set up the device.
I guess we're done.
I suspect the ambrosial arbor's root system must have spread far underground. The only thing we can say with confidence is that we removed the majority of those within the bounds of the Artisanship Commission. Let's hurry, before they have a chance to grow back.
So, the next step is...
Let's go.
Look! The roots coiled around the creation furnace! They've withered! Excellent! Nothing can stop you now!
Great.
Not a scratch.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Time for a shot.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Nice teamwork.
Follow my charge. Here is thunder!
Naughty child. Nap time.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
So you are afraid of me.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless!
Time for a shot.
Who's next?
Not a scratch.
Here is thunder! Was that it? Show no mercy!
I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Huh? Peaches? I am kinda hungry.
March.
I'm just saying. It'll be a shame if they get smashed to pieces.
Don't mess with me.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless!
Naughty child.
I'm on guard. Lance forward!
Only a scratch.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder!
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? Thanks. Don't mess with me.
Conflict is pitiless!
What a headache.
Here is thunder! Show no mercy!
Lance at the ready.
Don't mess with me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Not a scratch.
Time for a shot.
Only a scratch.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks!
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Nap time.
What a headache.
There's no time to lose. Hear this thunder!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
Naughty child.
Conflict is pitiless.
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
It's time! Nice teamwork.
Who's next?
Follow my charge. Hear this thunder! Show no mercy.
It's getting weak. Quick, finish it off!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
I'll end your misery.
Nap time.
Conflict is pitiless. Is that it?
Don't mess with me.
General Jingyuan said the ambrosial arbor was an unfathomable celestial blessing. At first glance, that deer could have been an ordinary life form, but the ability to heal such grave wounds in an instant... I think I finally understand why the Xianzhou decided to follow the hunt in eradicating the abundance. If immortal creations were left to spread their branches and roots throughout the universe, entire ecosystems would collapse. No wonder the people of the Xianzhou wander the universe, never settling on a planet.
You are a man of vision, Mr. Yang. It's a shame our ancestors, the Elixir Seekers, were unable to see that hidden curse 8,000 years ago. Perhaps some of them did reject the Plague Author's gift. But how could an entire civilization resist the temptation of immortality? Ironic, isn't it? The wise are buried, while the fools remain immortal. The Xianzhou regrets being led astray by the abundance. That's why they have decided to embark on the path of the hunt. Maybe it's not too late for redemption. Thank you for your help. I realize you must continue on to the Alchemy Commission, to the Ambrosial Arbor. After witnessing what happened here, I know there will only be more danger ahead. Go, friends, and stay vigilant. I wish you a safe journey. Thank you for your help. Those useless students and I will take care of the rest here. If worst comes to worst, we still have the Cloud Knights. It's only a legend. Though what with the Ambrosial Arbor having come back to life, I suppose it's no longer absurd. They say that a long time ago, when the Xianzhou Alliance was adrift in deep space, it encountered many unimaginable life forms. Among them were abominations known as heliobi. They existed in the form of pure energy, but craved the sensations and desires of mortal flesh and blood. Sometimes they managed to infiltrate the delves of the Xianzhou in order to bewitch humans and become parasites of their bodies. It's said that mortals parasitized by heliobi would lose their free will imperceptibly before gradually going berserk. After a prolonged struggle, the people of the Xianzhou finally managed to trap and seal the heliobi in a vessel. That vessel is the creation furnace. Our predecessors hoped that by burning the heliobi in the furnace, their energy would gradually be exhausted until they were completely destroyed. I don't know if there are demons in the furnace. Perhaps it's all just superstition. However, from the day I started learning from my master, I've looked after the operation of the furnace. Indeed, the flame inside has never been extinguished. Everything happened so quickly. My students and I were caught by surprise. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Now there's an old name. They say that when the Xianzhou Law Fu was first granted the Ambrosial Arbor, the alchemists in the Alchemy Commission wielded tremendous influence. Using the power of the Arbor, they transformed mortal bodies, manipulated the weather, and even brought never-before-seen creatures into being. They called themselves saints. Unfortunately, they didn't possess any saintly powers. As soon as the Ambrosial Arbor withered, the alchemists lost their status and were reduced to medical researchers and practitioners. I'm sorry I'm not able to accompany you further. I've always hated owing a favor. Take these with you. Rewards for your tireless efforts.
It's getting late. Where to now?
The Ambrosial Arbor. It's humongous.
Ah, you're back. From the sound of your stride, I sense you're in good spirits. I wouldn't be envious. This is not an innate ability, merely compensation for my visual impairment. Ultimately, nothing I hear or smell can match the vividness of the colors that you perceive. Let's get down to business. I analyzed the prescription you procured, the draft of Draconic Surge. Now that I have a preliminary conclusion, it needs to be delivered to the seat of Divine Foresight. The conclusion. Put simply, I don't believe that the draft of Draconic Surge holds the cure to the Mara. Even in the foreseeable future, there will likely not be any such cure. I've compiled the details into a written analysis. If you're interested, feel free to take a look. This is a copy of pharmacological studies on the draft of Draconic Surge. If the Chief Counselor wants to see it urgently, I'll have to ask you to deliver it for me. Need something else? Isn't the seat of divine foresight anxious to learn about the prescription?
The ambrosial arbor. It's humongous.
You're back. Anything you wanted to share? Wow. Even for those alchemists, that was fast. Don Shu. Wait, why would the Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist be away from her post? I've heard that the chief alchemist is visually impaired. She rarely leaves the Alchemy Commission delve. She has a vast knowledge and expertise. No wonder she was able to analyze the pharmacology so quickly. Let me see her report. No cure? Where did these villains get their hands on such a complex prescription? This is infuriating. Still, this is a clue we can follow. Thank you. Please accept these gifts for your efforts. Please, take them. You've done so much for the Lafu, for the Xianzhou. This is the least I could do. A strange prescription and a sudden loss of communication with the Alchemy Commission delve. It seems there's more going on than meets the eye.
Tree remained dead for thousands of years.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. My stay in Exalting Sanctum was supposed to be focused on treating people and delivering medicine. But the Seat of Divine Foresight tasked me with analyzing the prescription. I've been severely delayed. I've already concocted some of the medicine in question, but there can't be any further delays. Could you assist me in ensuring it arrives on time? My colleagues were supposed to handle the deliveries, but now healers are needed everywhere. I can't count on them to do it. I thought long and hard, but I realized I had no choice but to ask you. Perhaps you could see it as repaying a favor? The patient in question is a little girl. If she's gotten into any trouble, be sure to let me know when you get back. This is the medicine. Her house is near the Court of Tranquility. It shouldn't be hard to find her.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
Is this the one Don Shu sent me to find? Does she come here to treat other sightless people?
She can't get down.
Hey, what you looking at, Outworlder? Mind your own business.
Who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of this. I beat people up all the time.
Yeah, get lost. Stop meddling in our business.
Boss!
Stop yelling and help me up already.
They used some kind of hidden power. I saw it. You're a cheater.
That's right. If you hadn't cheated, I would have knocked your lights out.
You sure about that, boss? They didn't even flinch. Ugh, shut up! Boss, let's get out of here. We shouldn't fight anyone that doesn't respect martial arts.
I'll let you off the hook this time. Next time we fight fair and square.
Yeah!
Thank you for helping me, miss. I'm okay. It's my fault. I shouldn't have wandered off on my own. Then I wouldn't have run into those guys. They always laugh at me for being blind. They like to trip me up and steal my things. Thank goodness you were here. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me off so easily. Oh, Don Shu asked you to come? Things are bad on the Law Fu recently. Don Shu must be very busy. Thank you, miss. Remember to thank her for me.
Why does she wander about alone? Well, I've delivered the medicine. I should report back to Don Shu.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
How was she? Did you deliver the medicine? She reminds me of myself when I was a child. I also had to find my way in the dark, face obstacles I couldn't predict, as well as deal with unconscious prejudices people had against me. If I was ever injured by bullies or after a fall, I'd run crying to the healers at the Alchemy Commission and ask them to heal me. I suppose that's why I followed in their footsteps, to pay a little kindness forward. Thank you for looking after the child. Could I ask you for another favor, friend? Yes. I worry about her wandering around on her own. And I want to know what's been on her mind lately. Her parents passed away in the denizens of Abundance Wars. The relatives who took her in aren't close to her. And whenever I treat her, she often confides in me. A healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health, but sometimes the loneliness and hurt inside one's heart needs companionship and care to heal. She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, she finds a quiet corner in the Artisanship Commission and just sits there, letting the sounds wash over her. Her parents used to be artisans in the Commission, so I think she has some nostalgic connection to the place. In all likelihood, that's where she'll be. There's danger around every corner these days, especially for a sightless child. Let's go. What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
Don't mess with me. I'll free you from— Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
It's all right. Everything's okay now, Xiaoyu.
Thank you, big sister. Thank you, Xianzhou.
You don't need to be scared anymore. She is here.
When I think about all the trouble I've caused you two, I feel like such a burden. I'm sorry.
Is that why you're crying? Maybe you should start getting used to this feeling. Because in the next few centuries, visually impaired people like us will continue to require help from everyone we meet. So, if a little bit of guilt like this is enough to break your heart, then how will you manage such an arduous path? I'm not trying to console her. This is the reality. Walking alone in the darkness, fearing every incoming, invisible obstacle, unable to understand other people's descriptions. Everyone
Everything is like a hot coal in the dark. Invisible, yet still able to burn you. As a long-life species, she can expect life to continue like this for nearly 1,000 years. She must learn to depend upon herself rather than just foolishly waiting around for the next hero to swoop in and save her. Yes, by trying my best to change her personal circumstances. In the meantime, she'll have to learn to withstand the darkness. Just as I have.
Hey, you're right, Xianzhou. From now on, I'll do my best to rely on myself.
Good. I hope you remember this. Forever. This place is too dangerous. Let's head back to Exalting Sanctum. Thank you again for all you've done. It would seem we incomplete ones are often bullied from a tender age. I endured numerous hardships to become Chief Alchemist. Yet, there are still things that leave me feeling helpless. That's the reason I said what I said. You might mistake my words for being hurtful. But the truth is, no amount of words can prepare her for what lies ahead. For long-life species, these things are permanent. Whether we are beautiful or ugly, tall or short, wise or foolish, all of it is encoded into our flesh from the moment we are born. The impairments of short-life species can be corrected with ingenia or surgery. But that's an impossibility for Xianzhou natives. No matter the method employed, our bodies will eventually return to their original states. I too was once a non-believer. I fooled myself into acquiring artificial eye implants. Soon thereafter, my sightless eyes began to regenerate, and I was left in pain and despair. That brief window of sight that I regained has turned into a perpetual source of anguish, forever etched into my mind. For long-life species, this incompleteness is a permanent, unavoidable tenance. What a joke. Even the denizens of abundance, so-called abominations, needn't endure such torture. Perhaps we incomplete ones are merely traitors, cursed by the plague's author. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. I think my aspirations in Exalting Sanctum have been met, for now. Oh, I have a gift for you. Though I'll need a little time to prepare it. I'll contact you once it's ready to collect. See you soon, friend. Don Shu needs more time to prepare my gift. There's nothing pressing right now. Why not head over to Spare Time Bookshop for a while? This is a diary I kept. It records the many attempts I made to overcome my incompletions. No need to apologize. Feel free to read it. If you're interested in the incomplete ones, you can take it. If it can deepen your understanding of our trials and tribulations, it will have fulfilled its purpose. Your footsteps still linger. Could it be that you still have unanswered questions? Ask, and I shall answer to the best of my ability. Not all incompletions are without remedy. Take my Ingenium arm, for example. It doesn't require any invasive surgery and operates by detecting bioelectric signals on my skin. My eyes are another story. The optic nerves never fully developed. Transplants are a temporary solution, but they are soon rejected by the superior healing powers of the Xianzhou natives. The entire process is worse than death. There are many similar cases. Skeletal deformities, soft tissue defects, congenital heart disease. The list goes on. For short-life species, all these problems can be solved with artificial organs and implants. For long-life species, however, they remain as incompletions. To give a common example, did you know that, to varying degrees, most Xianzhou natives are plagued by oral diseases and jaw-related conditions? For most living creatures, wisdom teeth need to be removed as early as possible. But for us long-life species, they are as stubborn as boulders. We must endure them for as long as we live. You see? This is the truth about the vessel of Celestials. Nothing more than a vessel of the incomplete. For beings transformed by the abundance, there's a difference. Do you know how abominations of abundance and Xianzhou people differ? I've given this question much thought, using all the knowledge I've learned from the Alchemy Commission to answer it. But deep down, I know there is only one correct answer. There is no difference. The only difference between us is whether we embrace or reject the long life placed upon us by the abundance. The Borisans, known for their ferocity among the denizens of abundance, are similar to the Foxians of the Yaoqing genetically. But the Foxians are not abominations. They're Xianzhou people. From there, we can say that the difference between an abomination and a Xianzhou person is not one of taxonomy, but one of culture. If an abomination aligns with the Xianzhou, then they are a Xianzhou person. If a Xianzhou person aligns with the abominations, they become an abomination themselves. It is that simple. Abominations embrace their nature. They change and modify their flesh without care, for the sake of attaining power and strength. However, to the Xianzhou people, these methods are completely taboo. Now you know why there are no incomplete ones among the abominations. I'm just an alchemist. I don't understand them in any detail. I only know that they are a group of Xianzhou people who view themselves as denizens of abundance. My guess is that they attribute their suffering to their decision to renounce the path of the plague's author. Thus, they seek to save themselves by becoming denizens of abundance again. I have a gift for you, but I'll need a little time to prepare it. I'll contact you once it's ready to collect. See you soon.
said that making bookworms feel at home is more important than getting them to buy something. All we ask is that you find a quiet spot away from the browsing areas. Looks like the person you were waiting for has gotten in touch. Safe travels. Oh, maybe buy a book next time?
There you are, friend. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts and concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health. I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet, and I'd like you to have it. Consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As a nameless, it'll make your journey a much less arduous one. Well then, that's that. I've still got some other business to attend to, so shall we say goodbye for now? Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you in the true sense of the word.
It's not that I don't trust Xianzhou, but this doesn't seem like something I should take lightly. Something feels off. I'd better talk to Xianzhou at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Noise.
It's been a while. To what does the Seat of Divine Foresight owe the pleasure? I understand. You say you have suspicions about this pellet she gave you? How about this? Leave this Broomdew Concentrate pellet with me, and I'll find someone to run a few tests on it. I need to find a trustworthy alchemist, so you'll need to wait here a while. It isn't easy to find trustworthy people like yourself in these perilous times. Thank the stars you were wise enough not to take that pellet. My alchemists were able to extract many forbidden components. The result is identical to the disciple's mysterious prescription. I had a suspicion that there might be a spy in the Alchemy Commission. but I never expected it to be someone so high up in the organization. I'll put out a wanted notice for Don Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend. I had a suspicion that there might be a spy in the Alchemy Commission. I understand how you feel. I've also been fooled by someone I regarded as a good friend. It's a dreadful experience.
Don Shu isn't here. Where could she be? I've got it. Don Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Xianzhou lent me to track her. Time to come out, little D-Ting. I need you to help me find Don Shu. That's Don Shu with a group of disciples. I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Yes, I am aware.
What?
I said she's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me. The head. What a crude way of putting it. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you? That which the elixir seekers that arrive on the Xianzhou dream of. The formula to immortality. To take it is to initiate the transformation from a short-lived species into a Xianzhou person or an abomination, depending on your perception. Please believe me when I say that never once have I thought about harming you. I merely wanted to offer you the chance to obtain immortality and freedom. Friend, please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand Merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic? I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Law Fu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you. Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is Merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Jing Yuan was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Xianzhou at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
It's getting late. Where to now?
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Don Shu? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to apprehend them quickly. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Don Shu. Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan.
101010 is the way.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Noise.
Hmm?